All right, so in part 2, we're going to continue our journey with the families of graphs with the logarithms, and we're going to talk about what happens if we change the base. All right, so take a look at A and see if you could write down what this would do to that parent graph of the log base 2 of x. So take a moment. And so hopefully you see that this x minus 3, that minus 3 is inside the parentheses, making it a horizontal change, and that the plus 2 is outside the parentheses, making it a vertical change. And so that means if I take x minus 3 and set it equal to 0, we get x is equal to 3, which means I have a new asymptote at x is equal to positive 3. And the reason why we have that asymptote, just to remember, is I can't take the log of 0 and I can't take the log of a negative number. So if I plug in 3 for x, 3 minus 3 is 0, I can't take the log of 0. And if I put a number to the left of that, for example, 0, 0 minus 3 is negative 3, I can't take the log of a negative number. So I can never have any points to the left of that new asymptote. Okay, so that means that we translated to the left, to the right 3 units. And then the plus 2 is vertical, and we love vertical because it is what it is. And so that means we're also going to translate up 2 units. So that means we have a new x-axis right here. And so we could do everything that we normally do from this new origin, or I could literally just move each point to the right 3 and up 2. So this is to the right 3 and up 2, to the right 3 and up 2, to the right 3 and up 2, to the right 3, 1, 2, 3, and up 2, to the right 1, 2, 3, and up 2, to the right 1, 2, 3, and up 2. And so you'll notice that that new vertical blue dash is my new asymptote of my function. All right, so take a moment to see what would we do to B. So you'll notice that we could write this as the log base 2 of 1/3 x. So that means that my k value is 1/3, which means my horizontal scale factor would be the reciprocal, which is 3. And since 3 is greater than 1, that means that we're going to expand horizontally by a scale factor of 3. Okay. So what that means is the normal horizontal steps that I would take are going to be expanded by that scale factor of 3. So we normally took steps like 8 and 4 and 2 and 1 and 1/2 and 1/4. And we're going to multiply that by 3 each time, just like we did with sine and cosine and tangent. And then what I want you to notice is 8 is 2 to the 3rd, so that's my height. 4 is 2 to the 2nd, so that's my height. This is 2 to the 1st, so that's my height. 2 to the 0, so that's my height, etc. So now we would go to the right 24 units to go up 3, which is way off the charts. And then here we would go to the right 12 units to go up 2. So if we wanted to kind of guesstimate that, that would be somewhere around here. Then this one says we're going to go to the right 6 units to go up 1. And this one says we're going to go to the right 3 units to go up 0. And this one is going to be to the right 3/2 or 1.5 to go up, to go down 1, I guess. So 1.5 goes down 1. And then this one is going to be to the right 3/4 to go down 2. And so my asymptote didn't change. I still have an asymptote at x is equal to 0. But I stretched my silly putty sideways. So then the next question asks, what happens if we do a base 3 logarithm? So that means that my function is going to be y is equal to the log base 3 of x, which put in exponential form says 3 to what power gives me x. So then if we talk about the inverse, that switches the x and the y, so that is saying y is equal to 3 to the x power. So that changes our parent graph from a base of 2 to a base of 3. So my inverse says 3 to the 0 power is 1, 3 to the first power is 3, 3 to the second power is 9, to the third power would have been 27. 3 to the negative 1 is 1/3, and then 1/9, etc. So you notice that we get a sharper increase than we did with the base of 2, but we still have that horizontal asymptote at y is equal to 0. So then to graph its inverse, we're going to reflect it across the line y is equal to 0. I'm sorry, I said that incorrectly. We're going to reflect it across the line y equals x. Okay, so some points that we graphed here, we graphed 2, 9. So then here we would graph 9, 2. And here we graphed 1, 3. And so here we're going to graph 3, 1. And so again, we're saying what power of 3 is 9? That power is 2. What power of 3 is 3? That power is 1. The next point we graphed was 0, 1. And so we're saying what power of 3 is 1? And that power is 0. And then we graphed negative 1, 1/3. So then we'd say what power of 3 is 1/3? And that's negative 1. And then we graphed negative 2, 1/9. And so we'd say 1/9, what power of 3 gives me 1/9? And that is negative 2. And so in this case, we're going to have that same vertical asymptote at y is equal to 0. We just widen out a little bit because our base got bigger.